last thing you need to know when making this pie is it's always better to make 2 or 3 because 1 is just never enough. What did I tell you? He always knows when I'm making this pie.
Wow. Well, see, you know, I have this Apple Blackberry pie radar.
Oh.
And whenever you're making it, I know. Actually, I have hidden cameras set up in the kitchen.
Well,
as
that would explain.
So, but I will tell you, my mother makes peach cobbler, and she made strawberry cobbler growing up, and that was my favorite until this came along.
Seriously.
And I have to tell you, this is my absolute favorite all time. I'm eating this, I can tell you that right now. And I can see the crew is like looking at it as well, so I might even give you all a slice.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay, do you want me to cut into it then?
I do.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Look how thick it is. It's like that thick. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, look at that. Wow.
Okay, how is it?
Oh my goodness. Guys, unbelievable.
There you have it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna eat the rest of it.
He's not kidding.
By myself.
Not one bit.
Okay, we have this. What are we making next?
Well, for the rest of us, I'm going to make really easy sugar cookies.
Well, I'll be over there, off camera,
With your pie.
With my pie, eating the rest of it.
Okay, y'all, so one of my absolute favorite parts of the holiday season is decorating Christmas cookies. I have the most fun doing this and the best memories growing up. And these Christmas cookies aren't your ordinary ones. If you've been on any sort of social media, I'm sure you've seen them lately. They're all the rage, and they're the flood icing sugar cookies. Now, the key to this type of sugar cookie is in the icing, and it's all about the consistency. So the actual icing recipe itself, super simple. It's basically a royal icing. What you're gonna do is take 5 tablespoons of meringue powder. We're gonna have 1 tablespoon of corn syrup. This helps to make it really nice and shiny, which is really what you want, like when you have that perfect sheen on your cookie. 1 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. For the first part of this, you want to use a whisk attachment to get your meringue powder, your corn syrup, and your extract and water nice and frothed together. So I'm going to add that in and let it go until it gets nice and frothy. Perfect. So as you can see, it's nice and frothy. We've got a lot of bubbles going on. Just take a spatula and scrape down the sides. And to this, we're gonna add 2 pounds of powdered sugar. So this icing is the one that I just made. It's the stiff, glossy, outlining icing. Went ahead and put some of that into my bag and set it aside. Now for the rest of the icing, I've added water to it 1 teaspoon at a time. I mean, a little bit of water goes a long way with this icing, until, as you can see, it's a much, much thinner consistency, but it's still kind of thick. Okay, so you're gonna take your favorite sugar cookie that you've already made and is nice and cool, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. And you're gonna go ahead and gently squeeze and use this hand to guide the nozzle. And you're just gonna go all the way around your cookie. Now over here, I have the flood icing consistency, and I like to cut a bit of a bigger hole in that one because, I mean, we're flooding it, and yeah, kind of want more space. So then we're gonna take this, and you can already tell the huge difference in consistency, and just go ahead and fill up the interior of your border. Now, this is a really fun tool that I got at my local craft store that basically is a really fancy toothpick, or you can just use toothpicks. And take this, and you're just gonna go ahead and spread it around the cookie. So now that our icing is nice and perfectly smooth and oh so shiny over the top of our sugar cookies, they do need to dry for about an hour until we can start decorating on top of them. Once our cookies are nice and dry, we can start on the fun little faces that we're gonna make for our snowmen. Now this is the outline icing that I colored with some gel food coloring, and he's gonna help put the finishing touches on our beautiful little snowman. So if this is the head, let's go ahead and make some cute little eyes. And of course, he's gotta have a nice little smile. And then on this middle one, let's give him 3 coal buttons. And the last one, we'll leave blank. Of course, it can't be a snowman without its very cute little carrot nose. And let's give him some cute little pink cheeks because I don't know about you, but I get flushed when it's cold outside. How cute and fun are these cookies? Like I said before, they are all the rage this holiday season. They look professional, they are oh so easy to do, and more importantly, they are great fun during the holidays and a great way to make some wonderful family memories. Before we go today, y'all have sent in some great questions about the holidays that I would love to answer. In particular, Joey asked, what are some other seasonal flavors that aren't pumpkin spice that can be used to enjoy the holidays? Great question, Joey, because it does seem like pumpkin spice is taking over the world. Not that I'm hating. However, I think anything apple, toffee, mulling spices are a great alternative if you want another drink that's not pumpkin spice but feels like fall. Add it in some apple cider, you're good to go. There are also 2 other herbs that I think you can add to just about any dish, sweet or savory, that makes it feel a little bit more holiday-like, and that is rosemary and sage. I love making spiced almonds or pecans with yummy butter, sea salt, and rosemary, and I don't know, sage just seems to scream holidays to me. Another great question that came in was from Kathy, who asked, what are some things that I like to have on hand just in case someone stops by unexpectedly? Well, Kathy, I absolutely love to have homemade Chex Mix on hand. It's so simple to make. You can make a massive batch of it, and it's always a great fun little happy to have when your friends stop over, and you can always send a bag on the way with them as well. Perfect for the holiday spirit. Now last but not least, so many of y'all wrote in asking if I could make my grandma's very famous pumpkin pie recipe. And I'm sorry y'all, but some things just cannot be shared. I hope that y'all have a wonderful holiday season enjoying all of your favorite traditions. From my home to yours, a very merry holiday season.